Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. If you want it all, you've got to give it all. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about your brain as it relates to this statement, that if you want it all, you've got to give it all. So a challenge we have in our current generation as a general rule of thumb, not black and white, but as a general rule of thumb is this: the prolific use of electronics and electronic commerce and electronic socialization has created a generation of people who have become familiar with immediate gratification, getting what I want, when I want it, as quickly as I want it, whenever I want it. And so when we look at this idea, somebody wants to hear my engine. That happens all the time. People pull up next to me and I'm like, want to hear an engine? All right, let's listen. Let's hear it. Let's do it. So there's an immediate gratification, a desire that if I want something, I can get it now, I can do it now. And this turns into entitlement, which is I deserve it now. I shouldn't have to wait 5 minutes or 10 minutes for a table. I should not have to wait for my food. This is terrible service. It just creates this lack of respect for things that take a very long time to develop, for process. And so when I have conversations with folks who, let's say, are getting into real estate and want it all, the challenge is very few people are willing to give it all. Very few people in all areas of life who really truly desire the greater rewards that life has to offer. What could some of those be? Greater abundant income, greater freedom and ability to use your time how you want, greater relationships, greater opportunities. Anything that you see as, hey, that would be awesome to experience that, to do that, to have that, to go there. Any of those things that are higher than where someone currently is. By the way, guys, it's available to everybody. The challenge is very few people are willing to give it all. Very few people are willing to pour out and pour out and pour out and pour out and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and wait years and years and maybe many, many, many years before they actually begin to see the fruit or the result of the endeavor that they began to pursue. Why is it? I'll tell you why. The prolific use of tech has turned people into junkies for immediate gratification. The unwillingness to suck at something really bad for a very long time until you get good at something. You want it all? Well, you have to be prepared to give it all. And let me just talk to you again about the brain, what I was saying here. You have your subconscious mind, and then you have your conscious mind. Now, you can lie to your conscious mind all you want to. Oh, I did my best. I did my best. I worked so hard. I gave everything I had. I did my best. And your conscious brain will be like, you did, girl. You did, girl. You know you gave your best, girl. You know. Your subconscious brain, different story. Your subconscious brain is like, yeah, no, you really didn't. You really half-assed that thing. And you know you half-assed that thing. You know you gave up when things got tough. You know you did. Well, but I did my best. And your conscious brain is going, gee, you did, girl. You did do your best. Your subconscious brain is going, but you didn't do the best that could be done, girl. You know, you could have gone to this event. You could have gone to that event. You could have trained with this person. You could have committed to that person. You could have invited a new relationship. You could have invited a new resource. You could have read that book that Mama told you about. You could have done that thing that Pastor preached about. You could have done that thing that Coach Steve spoke about. And so you have this war because you can lie to, you can deceive, and you can even fool your conscious brain. You cannot and you will not ever fool your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind knows. Your subconscious mind knows. That's why in your conscious mind, you're like, January 1st, I am going to get into shape and I'm going to save money and I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to do it for a month. I'm going to do it. And your conscious brain is like, you got this, girl. Your subconscious brain is like, again, really, girl, you know you don't. Do you know what I'm talking about? So there's a conflict in our head. I'm old, man. I used to watch Bugs Bunny when I was a kid on Saturday mornings. They used to have this boy. He had a little angel on one shoulder and he had a little devil on the other shoulder. That's like your conscious and subconscious mind. You cannot fake out your subconscious mind. If you want it all, you've got to give it all. And here's the problem. Your subconscious mind knows if you really are giving it all. Well, Steve Collins, I've done the very best that I can. Okay, Sugar Pie Honey Plum, now it's time to do the very best that can be done. And what might that be? What might that be? What might that look like? What options does that create for you? Because guess what? If you see stuff in the world, it is available to you. It is available to you. And yet, those greater rewards are simply reserved for those who are willing to be, if you will, like Rocky Balboa, get beat up again and again and again and again. And when you're so jacked up that you can hardly see your way, instead of giving in, you go, yo, Mick, cut my eye, Mick. Yo, Mick, cut my eye. All right, Rock. And then you get back in the fight with a busted, bloody face and eye. Greater rewards are reserved for those not more intelligent, not more educated, not with better relationships. Greater rewards are reserved for those who persevere, who continue to move forward and move forward and move forward. My favorite book, the Bible, says the righteous man falls down 7 times, but he gets back up 8 times. You got to keep getting back up. Do you want it all? I want you to have it all. I want to see you experiencing it all. I truly do. But you know what, guys? You're going to have to give it all. You may fake out your conscious brain, but your subconscious, it will either accuse you or it will say, hot damn, this old boy's really putting in the work. This old boy's really going longer. He worked an extra 2 hours today. He read an extra 10 pages today. He listened to 2 extra podcasts today. What, did he call a coach? What the hell? He must be getting real serious right now. He's really taking the extra steps. And then that little angel starts to walk over across your neck and look at the devil and go, and knocks it off. And that voice gets really quiet, y'all. You want it all? I want you to have it all too. Here's the good news and the bad news. If you want it all, you're going to have to give it all. Have a great day, guys.